it's time for Conversation Castle.
Whoa, I'm gonna close the
Also,
server page.
I didn't have an
Also-
opening this week.
before we do it, Hunter,
Yeah.
if you want the thing, bid $31.
Is 31? Okay. Real quick context. Before we started tonight, he's bidding on a PS4 copy of LEGO Dimensions, and I decided to ramp up the price to $30. And I'm gonna keep it there.
Dude, I can get a 360 version with a whole bunch more stuff with it.
No, you're getting that PS4 copy because
No,
it's better.
please, no.
You want the PS4 because it will load faster. Trust me, that game loads so slow
Okay.
on the old consoles. Trust me, I'm doing you
But
a favor.
this one has the whole portal and everything, all the Lego pieces.
Oh, you're gonna cheat anyway.
Well, yeah, but I won't have everything on the base.
You can't
Well,
bid on that one. Because that's the one I bid on.
This is a buy now, so you know.
Whatever. Session.
That's Sean.
Anyway,
Session.
now the actual beginning to the after show.
Yay.
So, yeah, I will start by usually, Lunar, you are the first one who needs to go. So, how did you feel about the session? Questions, comments, concerns, any
Just-
particular parts you liked?
This was a very good session. Your voice for the Dark Knight was fantastic.
Oh my god, yes!
Yeah.
the
like,
Death Knight.
Yes!
Death Knight, not Dark Knight. You know, he's Batman now.
It
Thank you.
is. I can't do that for long periods of time. I was legitimately getting a bit lightheaded, but
this castle smell of justice.
yeah,
it was a huge
the-
improvement from like the beginning when you introduced him, since I was getting very confused on who was the Lich and not.
Yeah, so, so, needless to say, Rybon Trueblade has changed a little bit, if you remember seeing him
don't
last
say.
time, yeah,
I thought we were gonna have to fight him when we walked in the room.
Yeah, I was very concerned about that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, is this a boss? Oh.
you can, like, legitimately, right now, you can turn around and fight him if you want.
Yeah,
It's
no.
a bad idea, but,
Yeah, let's
uh,
not.
Especially since we have to get out too.
you...
Perhaps.
Like, I get it. We are like topped up right now, but I'm still not gonna do it.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we could try, and we could watch as someone gets hit 4 times in a single turn, probably, and dies instantly.
Yep.
Yeah, the Death Knight is referred to as the Death Knight for a reason. Where the fuck is his character sheet? Because I gave... So, his sword... oh yeah, no, like, he's legitimately a boss that you can choose to fight and get, like, super good abilities, from, because he promised you his rage, his skill, and his sword. If you fight him in honorable one-on-one combat, then he will give you all of those if you win.
We just
The
get
only
the
issue
rage
is-
ability.
You don't know what you'll get, except it's really fucking good shit.
It sounds like we get the rage ability.
That's for you to find out.
Got the rage spell worse. Not so bad.
No,
But
it's
yeah.
just an ability.
So, yeah, legitimately, I was like half expecting someone to think about taking him up on the fight thing, but I didn't think you were that dumb.
No.
So,
Oh,
No, after the steadfast street fight, yeah. No
yeah.
thanks.
And I also don't feel confident on literally trying to attack the Lich's like friend.
that
It
too.
would literally
I mean,
wreck
maybe-
my trap.
Like, given that it's what he wants, I think should be fine with it. More of like, okay, you chose to die, I guess.
And fair warning, in between sessions, I am totally going onto this map and putting lights on each of these torches.
Oh, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
It's not working.
I mean, it's not
It's working on my end. Like, it's completely lit up on my end.
Well, I'm off the server, so
I see. I'm turning off the torches.
The room was lit up to me.
Yeah, now I can see it.
All right, yeah, now it's working.
No, it's definitely working. Like all the torches
Okay,
are lit up.
there's an ability you can add like flickering effects to each of them.
Oh well, I didn't do that. I literally just wanted like
I want to look into
the room to be lit because I clicked on one of the tokens and the room was pitch black. Anyway, so any other questions, comments, concerns, Lunar?
Not that I can think of. What do you guys think of how I should handle Elizabeth using Shadowblade and then the whole passing out thing afterwards?
Well, obviously you've added something to that innate ability to cast Shadowblade. And I don't know what that is.
Nothing actually.
Then why did you fall unconscious?
That's
Well,
just
for
the
what?
price after 24 hours or whatever.
Well, for one, she hasn't casted it in 6 years. 2, she's a rogue, which don't get magic abilities by themselves. And 3, she's only part Fennec.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Well, it
So
depends.
put-
Is this
put-
gonna happen again?
I mean, if she
Maybe
does
for-
Shadowblade, probably.
Probably for not as long. The more she casts it, the less often it'll happen.
I'll assume that's a thing determined between you and Steve.
Yes, it'll be something me and Steve will discuss.
Yeet.
Well, I mean, just be careful with it.
Yeah, because obviously, I was
Okay.
I was thinking about it when I first cast it. I'm like, she probably hasn't casted this in a long time.
What about
And
the
she's
other
a-
spell she has?
A Bane?
Yeah, she has 2 spells, and Bane is literally one of my favorite spells, actually.
I don't know. No, that's Bane the character. I don't want Bane the character.
Oh, Batman!
You summon Bane. Oh fuck.
Bane is literally one of my favorite spells
Wouldn't
because
that
if
be
it's
hilarious?
used correctly,
You just summon
it can
Bane and the
really
entire
fuck up
enemy
some
team
enemy
is
rolls.
fucked. Just ripping hell.
I mean, considering the fact that, from what I understand with Bane, she's not summoning anything per se.
No, she's just
I-
fucking up rolls for up to 3 people.
I think she'd be fine.
Alright.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, she'd be fine. It's when, she's casting an actual sword, out of whatever she's casting it out of. That kind of takes a lot out of you. Especially
Yeah.
since, again, rogues don't get magic, part Fennec, and hasn't casted in a long time. So that's where I stand with that. Yeah.
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 So the then if that was all, Eric, how did you feel about the session? Questions, comments, concerns?
It was pretty much fine. The only real issue was when the Death Knight was introduced and he was talking very similarly to the Lich.
Yeah, I needed to change up the voice a little bit. I was trying to position it so that it was a more grovelly voice. The thing is, they're both undead right now.
I figured as much.
The Lich is going to be, reincarnating into a clone.
Will Death
But-
Knight get that same treatment?
You'll find out.
I'm assuming no, actually.
Unless we kill them first.
He kind of wants to die, my dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if you picked up on that vibe, but that's what I picked up on.
Mhm.
Kind of wants to die, but a good way. And yeah, there you go. Congrats. Easy.
So, yeah, a literal giant magic floating skeleton and a undead death knight. Sorry that they sound kind of similar, but they sound similar.
Yeah.
Once Arcanist Xanthras has reincarnated, her voice will change because if you
She's not freaking Lich. She's now just an elf.
I mean,
She's
she's
an elf lady.
still a lich, just not a skeleton.
Yeah, if you recall, when she showed up in Zach's mind, she showed up in her human form once, or not human. She's
Elf.
an elf. She showed up in her
Yeah.
elven form,
In
and
her flesh
actually,
body.
she actually had a different voice.
Mm-hmm.
So it was similar to the Lich voice, but more smooth, basically.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Because she's actually a person who has lungs. But yeah, was there
Lungs.
anything else?
Not really. All I can remember though is the ham incident, which I'm never gonna let down, unfortunately.
Okay,
But-
so I will say that in the description of create food and water, it does specify that it is bland.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
uh,
that.
Next time, eat your potato.
Like,
I'm not
Look,
eating an ash
bland is better
potato.
than ashes.
Yeah, that was the entire reason I made it. I did not want to eat the ash potato.
so the description is the food is bland but nourishing, spoils if uneaten for 24 hours. The water is clean and doesn't go bad.
Ah,
So
well, I guess
yeah.
it was better to have bland ham than ash potato.
But yeah,
So-
you can summon up to you can summon up to enough food to feed 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
You know what we're gonna do with
Oh.
that ham? I'm gonna get a bottle of rum, and we're just gonna pour it all over that ham.
I guess that would kind of help the taste.
Why the fuck aren't y'all laughing, you uncultured swine? It's rum ham!
I don't get it.
I don't get it
I
either.
vaguely recall this, but also
Rum ham!
a very specific sense of humor sometimes, Hunter.
You guys
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
No, you. No, you.
You're making assumptions that we know what ham is. Rum ham is, and I don't know what it is.
Greg, put in that one clip. It's a Sunny in Philly clip. You know the one.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wouldn't
that
get that.
explains
I've
it.
never
Okay, yeah,
watched
there
Sunny
we
in
go. The memories
Philadelphia.
are filling in
Yeah.
with the fucking rum ham with the pineapple face.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, did I say rum ham? I meant steamed ham.
We're doing it. We're doing rum ham the first opportunity I get.
Yeah, just add some alcohol to the bland ham. Maybe it'll taste okay-ish.
No, binging with Babish did it. It was awful.
What?
Oh no.
Oh no.
So anyway, was there anything else, Eric?
Not really.
All right, B. How did you feel about session? Questions,
Oh,
comments?
pretty
I'm gonna go in
okay.
now.
Bye,
Pretty-
Eric. Bye,
ya.
boy.
Bye.
Hmm.
Today was an RP session.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. But mostly was like, I need to improve. That's about it, really.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Zach has very specific weirdnesses about him, so that and speech ability issues from my end, but
Also, I missed the part where Sandra apparently touched you, and then you were touch me again and you'll lose that hand. I totally missed what caused that.
she just touched him.
She just touched him in general.
She put an arm on him.
I put my hand on your shoulder. I was
Exactly.
like, we're all freaks. Don't worry.
No,
Don't fucking touch me. Okay. Like
he
just
was
this
not happy in the
unnatural-
moment.
This just unnatural amount of hostility coming from Zach.
He did ask. He was pretty pissed at the time, and then for like the degree that he was annoyed at you.
From what?
He dislikes this moniker of yours.
I made you dinner.
Doesn't change a thing. But yeah, session was good. apologize if I seem distracted at the times. Sometimes a lot of dumb stuff comes up on my end randomly, like phone calls or whatever, and it's like, oh my god, I'm in a session, please. But I can't just, life sucks.
I mean, I did notice you were muted for a couple of points, but it never really affected anything.
Yeah. It does affect my attention span, though, because I'm literally having to, like, take care of stuff.
I think you're doing just fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But what about you, Steve?
Like if it comes up, I will literally just pause the recording. It's no big deal. We all have life shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So Hunter, how did you feel about session?
No, how did you feel?
I mean, it was pretty alright. There was a lot of things that I wasn't able to work into it. You still don't know all there was to know about Corlith. I think you
Well, we're going through Corlith next week, so
like you were supposed to kind of have the full picture right now, but
I forgot to mention the bits where you could go to the Corlith ruins on the Minecraft server, and you might find a secret lab there. Don't go there now. It's probably not built yet. Actually, it probably is.
well,
By the time this goes up, good lord.
yeah. So anyway, I'm not sure if you guys have the correct impression of what happened in Corlith, but none of you decided to insight check the Death Knight. None of you prodded with a lot of questions.
I was kind of scared too.
Yeah, kind of scared of
Yeah.
this guy. Just a fair bit.
I mean, you are allies of Xanthras, so he's not just gonna outright murder you unless given a good reason to.
Okay, well that's good to know. If we want, we could probably ask him a couple questions before going out next time.
I've got some
Mhm.
conversation.
Mhm.
How much did we miss in that manor?
There's gonna be a little more on the first floor, but other than that, nothing too important. It was mostly just like flavor stuff and a little bit of tidbit that you like. There was a little bit of like gnome stuff that you more or less. There was like a room that had some gnomes in it that they would reference one of the knights killing an elf.
Yeesh.
Well, as long as he didn't say that we've been gnomed, I think we'd be okay.
Oh. That's how you die. Do not gnome the fucking Death Knight. Fucking gosh. Also, congrats, Steve, on DMing despite being part of the didn't sleep enough last night party. Fuck.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah.
I will say, I'm glad you guys didn't fight the Death Knight. I did have something planned if someone would have outright like, yeah, I'll fight the Death Knight. He basically along the same vein of you guys befriended the Lich, who's a super powerful enemy.
Mhm.
He is another super powerful endgame quote unquote enemy that like you don't need to so one thing that's pretty obvious is Arcanist Xanthras the Ascended. She's subjectively a boss. You can befriend her and then you don't have to fight her, and then it's kind of no big deal. And So, like, if you choose that, oh, we're gonna be the big heroes and save the world, we want to kill all of the evil, then yes, you'll have to fight Arcanist Xanthras the Ascended.
I assume it will come to that eventually.
Yeah, but you 100% can finish the campaign and be on good terms with Arcanist Xanthras the Ascended. Like, she's not a boss that you have to kill to finish the campaign, unless the story takes that direction. As of right now, there are no plans for you to kill Arcanist Xanthras the Ascended.
Zach will probably never have plans to kill her.
Yeah, I mean, like, depending on what the party really wants to do, which, by the way, this session was literally like, you're out for working with Arcanist Xanthras the Ascended, because multiple party members said that they don't like Arcanist Xanthras the Ascended and don't want to work with her. So, I'm just like, alright, well, here you go. She's, like, leaving the party, and you guys don't need to work with her anymore. You're kind of free to do what you want. But, also, here's your first dungeon. I fucking teleported you to the end of the dungeon, and, now you have to work your way out. Yeah.
Boy.
I thought that was just a fun little fuck you
That
to, like, it legitimately, Arcanist Xanthras the Ascended is just like, yeah, this whole going through a dungeon thing, I've been here before. I can go to the throne room and just teleport all of you in, and so
Thanks
like,
for unlocking a fast point.
yeah, essentially she just fucking teleported you guys in, and then you had like the epic boss fight start, and the Death Knight stood up and was ready to battle, and then hey, it's just Zanny.
I
Yeah.
was trying not to laugh because that was hilarious.
Oh, 100%. I legitimately, if any of you would have called her Zanny, she would have fucking smote you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
Perish.
about it, but I was like, no, she's gonna stab me.
Mhm. So, like, it 100% the, because, like, just because these people are viewed as big bad bosses, like, these two are friends. Like, they used to hang out and have been friends together for a long time. So I'm just like, it would be really funny if he just started calling her old nickname in front of these people that she's trying to be really high and mighty over. Like, 100%. It so that was something I had planned for a long time, was someone was gonna be calling her old nickname of Nanny, because fucking the Death Knight's not gonna fucking refer to her as her full title of Arcanist Xanthras the Ascended. No, she's just Zanny to him. So, yeah, there was a lot of so you know, I specifically needed to delay the session long enough to where I'm surprised we got a good 3 hours of content in.
Two-ish.
And
These are gonna be a
regardless,
little bit on the shorter side, but still good.
I mean, you could just combine them and release the one episode.
No, that's a long episode. That's longer
And?
than the pilot episode.
And
I don't want
Uh,
anything longer than the pilot episode.
that's your choice.
I'm trying to keep it to like 1 hour 45 at most. These are probably gonna be like 120 or 115 each, which is still good.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I was trying to extend it out because we don't have the dungeon ready at all.
That's
Like,
yeah, I know. That's fine.
it is like legitimately, there are the doors to this room open to a hallway that don't I don't know where these fucking halls lead.
This
There's like
completely unfurnished hallway.
Place
It
still
has
under
a little bit of
construction.
stuff,
Please watch
but-
your step.
Uh,
So yes, the so yeah, I was trying to get the mansion wrapped up, get you to the new area, let you guys role play out the things you wanted to role play, and have you ready for the dungeon because you are like this is straight up going to be a dungeon truck.
you
The
mean a dungeon crawl?
dungeon truck. You're gonna truck the dungeon.
Is there a difference?
A dungeon crawl is more. Well, usually dungeon trucks are you're just fucking barreling through it and blowing everything up and just being fuckos with it. But I guess you guys would be dungeon crawling because
We're
You
not gonna
guys-
level this place, right?
that's up to you. You probably shouldn't with
We
Arcanist
probably
and just be offended
shouldn't.
in the basement.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't for our own safety. Aside from the whole place coming down upon us.
Ooh, what's this TNT barrel? Poof.
Why? Why would he throw TNT here?
Joke's
No?
on you. TNT doesn't work in Minecraft.
This isn't Minecraft.
Corlath exists on the server. TNT doesn't work on the server. Not to blow up blocks, anyway.
Okay, what's this gunpowder barrel doing here? Poof.
Oh,
I don't know how to respond to that.
just
So
we die.
anyway, Hunter, how did you enjoy the session?
I have a few quick technical questions.
Mm-hmm.
Am I getting those daggers back in any reasonable amount of time?
God.
Or should I just remove them from my sheet?
They were only in your possession while you were with Arcanist Xanthras the Ascended. The next time that you will be getting them is when you decide to work with her again, which, based on how the party was feeling about her, no.
Okay. They are off the sheet.
They were really good daggers.
They were indeed really good daggers. Too bad I never got to take advantage of that necrotic damage.
Yep, it's almost like the party asked for her to leave super early.
All we have to do is sign the contract, guys.
Well, it feels like the campaign was very much on rails up to this point. Now I have a week to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do.
You're gonna leave the dungeon.
Well, yeah, I meant after that.
Yeah, this is gonna be like a maybe 2-3 session dungeon.
That's fair.
Wow.
That's big, but fair.
What if we
Mm,
just dug straight down?
Do you have digging implements?
Probably not.
You can
Does it-
certainly punch the ground long enough. Maybe you can do it,
I
but
have a short sword, 3 daggers, those are regular daggers, and my longbow. Which I now have back. Oh, and pocket sand.
your bow that has been blown up twice.
Yes, but it's my twice exploded bow.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do anything to it, did you? Like some buff that I should add?
Nope.
Okay.
It legitimately was blown up and then re-put back together via magic. So,
I was
It-
waiting
it-
for the session where I would have to systematically put it back together with mending one piece at a time. Like this giant jigsaw puzzle.
but yeah,
Like, are we talking like decent sized chunks or fucking splinters?
a mix.
Okay.
Like, it legitimately, you'd need a dustpan to grab and put together.
Okay.
But, she just fucking reassembled it for you. And the thing is, she didn't care about the bow. she cared that you were being hostile, and you were trying to shoot her with arrows repeatedly, or at least threatening to. And so she literally took that threat away from you and gave you daggers that could not be used to hurt her.
Uh-huh. That was a lovely little midnight conversation we had, though.
Mm-hmm. There are certain things that I still really wish the party would have discovered, but because I very much enjoy the lore of Corleth, and it is legitimately, I was just kind of like handed something, and I'm like, all right, I'll work with this, and yeah, I think I did pretty well.
I like your
Yeah.
name for it better, by the way.
What was
What
it
do you mean?
originally?
Well, originally it was Corlath.
Instead of Corleth.
Yeah, I like Corleth better. That's canon.
So yeah, you guys legitimately are like I surpassed so many different things and just teleported you into the fucking boss room, and I'm so surprised that none of you asked to be like removed from the dungeon in any capacity, or like, why did you need to bring us with, or any of that shit. You just are like, okay, we're here now, and it's like, how do we leave? And Death Knight just points to the fucking door, and you're like, okay.
You know, it would be.
I mean,
You know, it'd be totally hilarious. We find a balcony, and I just use my 50 feet of rope to get us out of the castle.
That
Yeah,
would be
you-
very lame.
that
You
would.
can certainly try.
Plus, we said we were gonna help kill his friends,
Well,
so like,
yeah, but
come
we don't
on,
have
we
to
have to help
do.
his friends out by killing them.
We don't have to kill all of them now. No.
Yes.
We
Oh.
it'd be kind of a dick move. I mean, we could try.
We'll see what happens.
Come on, if someone says, please be a homie, kill my friends, because they're like, need to pass on, you
How
gotta
about-
do it.
How
You know?
about I kill half of them and then I skip the other half of your castle? do the other half when I come back to kill you.
Mhm, mhm.
8 years down the line.
And that's when the Death Knight trips over his own feet and stabs himself with his own sword.
He trips over a loose piece of flagstone, falls, and breaks his neck.
Wouldn't that be such a terrible way to end?
That was the end
He-
of one of the DLCs in Borderlands.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I remember that. But yeah, the Death Knight legitimately, like, even if he took a fucking full ass blow from his sword, he still would not die.
I'd imagine not.
Like, he could get crit by his own blade and, walk it off like it was no big deal just because he's a motherfucker.
Like, I assume his saves are fucking high too. So like, trickery is gonna be a bit
You could
tricksy.
say that.
Or
Like, what do I got? What am I working with here in my own repertoire? I could make a zone, but then you could just walk out of it and then kick my ass
Or-
anyway.
just hear me out. I could use my hunter's sense to figure all of that out for you.
You can certainly try.
I too can do that. I believe
Well,
it's which ability is it that I
Actually,
have?
yes, I can try, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
I mean, we'd get
As an
attacked.
action, I can choose one creature I can see within 60 feet, and I immediately learn whether it has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are.
I mean, do
He's-
you want to do that right now?
No.
You
because-
could.
No, because we're not on session.
Okay.
Is there a way for me to just, like, publish? Okay.
That's the one. Insightful fighting. That's what it is.
Unless it is hidden from divination magic.
It's just like, I could have a chance, and it wouldn't even be honorable though, because it's just like, okay, hey, like, hey, Mr. Death Knight, catch this, and I just fucking throw my goddamn will save attack at him. And wait, no, he's undead though, so I probably wouldn't do shit. Huh? Never mind then. Fair enough, I think. Right?
Alright, well, I am going to head off, start getting ready for sleep.
All right. Well, was there anything else that we wanted to talk about tonight?
Nope.
Did you know that the map did that, by the way?
What?
The fucking, you can hit the little thing up in the corner, and I also added 2 more maps for territories and the subrails.
No.
You did not know that.
I don't know what program you're referring to.
I'm referring to the World Anvil.
I haven't looked at that in a hot second, so
It's some really useful stuff.
anyway, if there wasn't anything else, I think we should be wrapping this up. Have a good night, Lunar, and have a good night to everyone else.
Good night, everybody.
And I promise that Conversation Castle will have an intro next time. I don't know, something about a dungeon.